Going. Did it go live? Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. I am T Square, who happens to be balling right now. I'm on cloud 9, dude. I just had a wonderful trade. Oh, man. It feels good. I'm talking about it today, boys and girls and Trent. It is going to be a wonderful evening. Already off to a good start. I'm going to jump over here to JJ's Crypto Corner. If you guys haven't already, go follow him too. I'm going to give him a quick like. Then come over to our chat. And I'm going to like our chat. And then I'm going to move over so I can see how your comments come in live. Oh, boy, man. That was a trade. That was a trade. Woo! Can't wait to get into it. DZ, what's up? D and the Z. That's right, DZ. I see you in the chat. Real meta. I'm choking on my own excitement right now because that's how awesome it is. Let's go.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal. Anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
We're just here to give you a good show. All right, let's go, guys. Guys, welcome into another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. If you haven't already, smash that golden like button if you like seeing the T-inator and the Trentinator on the show every single day. We also have the subscribe button right here. Your ring-a-ding-ding and your ring-a-ding-ding. And over there on YouTube and over there on Kickin' Rebel and over there on Rex, we got the ding-dong-a-ling-a-ling over here. We got everything, man. We're hyped to be on the show today. Welcome in to the Blockchain Brew Show. We are the most hydrated crypto community channel out on the interwebs. Let's get to it, guys. If you haven't already, we got some fantastic news for you today. We got charts and we have Trent. So cheers to the most hydrated crypto community out there. How many days we got left in March? 1 week, guys. 1 week. That's it. You know, Sober March is almost over. Congratulations to anybody who did it with me. You know, I lost so far about, I don't know, like 10 pounds. I'm down to like not 10 pounds, like 6 pounds. I'm down to like 174 and a half yesterday or the day before. So I'll be 172 by the time we finish this because I lose weight like beer falls off my eyebrows. I'm excited.
That's pretty good.
Yes. What do you got today, Trent?
Today, guys, I've got an 805 from Firestone Walker Brewing Company. I ended up eating dinner at a weird time, and this was just the last of my.
What'd you have for dinner, Trent?
They call it a combo cup from Del
Oh, that's
Taco.
disgusting.
It's like
Gross.
it's like beans and ground beef and cheese and
That
hot
was
sauce.
disgusting.
You eat it with chips.
I hate Del Taco and ground beans and beef and sour cream. I had, you know what I had today, Trent, is I had some broccoli, a little bit of rice, and some cheese on top of on top of our broccoli. What do we got?
That's right, easy.
And a steak too. I got 805 a steak too. Real men type shit. Forward, please. DZ, I gotta show you this, DZ. You're gonna be stoked. Well, maybe not. I'm stoked. Okay, I have it on my screen. Check this out, DZ. This is what I was talking to Trent about right before we came in. It is very beautiful. Check it out, Siren, dude. I shorted it. I had my short in right-ish here. Right-ish here. And I was like, dude, I think it's just about to break. And then it came up, and I was a little nervous on this wick right here. But I was like, dude, it's still low or high. And then look, gotcha, bang, bro. I'm up 300%. I just closed it out. I will be sharing my trade in the Discord. If you guys haven't already, and you want some of this 300% action, head down to the link. Find BTCC. Get a free $100. You get 10% deposit bonus on 500 to 100 G's. And you get 40% discount on your trading fees. So come on.
And has Siren been a BidFi call?
I don't know. It's my call.
Well, I mean,
I don't know that. I've been hunting this coin down, guys. I've been telling you, like every single day for like the last 2 weeks, it's going to flip. It's going to roll over. I said it's being manipulated crazy right now, and we're not giving up.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Siren on the BidFi calls, I think. So guys, you know, if you fund your BYDFi account with our link with $100, then you're going to get scalp signals, swing signals, and market analysis every single day in the Discord. You know, and you're not even paying for that. You're just funding your own trading account with $100. So there you go.
It was beautiful. Del Taco, fish tacos, hella fire, dude. Hella farts, man. Hella fish farts. So you're gonna get out of them Del Tacos. There's a reason why they call them Del, because it's too close to hell, and it's in a taco. So down under, bro. Del Taco. Dingle, what's up, man? Trent, do you have the Bitcoin America letter today, right now? Hold up.
Yes, let me grab it.
Guys, he's gonna grab it and he's gonna run with it. I
have the Caleb and Brown actually. So let me share.
You should go load into that because I gotta do a few things on Rumble.
Yes.
Real quick. Excuse me, guys.
Bam. Okay, guys. Today on the Caleb and Brown Weekly Roll-Up. Guys, this is a phenomenal newsletter. I'm not just saying this. It really is the best weekly newsletter I've ever seen in crypto. You know, for fundamentals. I'm not saying that there aren't some other newsletters that are probably giving you like alpha picks or whatever. But if you want fundamentals, this is it. You can get the newsletter dropped to your email just by creating a Caleb and Brown account with our link for free. You don't have to fund it. You don't have to send any money. Just create the account and yeah, this will get sent to your email every Monday. So here we go. Crypto liquidations topped $400 million on Sunday, March 22nd, due to risk-off sentiment. Hyperliquid, now offering officially licensed S&P 500 perpetual futures. NASDAQ secured a U.S. SEC approval to launch a pilot program for tokenized securities. Senate Clarity Act to go to banking committee markup vote in April. U.S. SEC issued guidance that most crypto assets are not securities. And the U.S. SEC and CFTC classified 16 cryptocurrencies as digital commodities. The major U.S. indexes fell to 4-month lows this weekend as the Iran war continues. Guys, wouldn't you know it? We get into a war with Iran that was supposed to be short. And I know he was teasing today about a ceasefire and, you know, they're in good talks or whatever, but Remember when he was in good talks with China over tariffs and then he wasn't? I don't know. As the Iran war continues, oil prices remain elevated. Guys, gas prices for me in California right now are $5.20. It's crazy, man. When central banks reassess their monetary policy approaches. As expected, the U.S. Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, left rates on hold at 3.75% at its March 18th meeting, while the Bank of Canada, Bank of Japan, European Central Bank, Bank of England, and Swiss National Bank also left rates on hold. So guys, quantitative easing is still being pushed away a few months at a time here. The ongoing conflict in the Middle East and subsequent economic and market impacts have seen analysts lower their expectations for rate cuts this year, with the Bank of England and European Central Bank even expected to begin hiking rates. Bond yields globally moved higher this week. I wouldn't think that we're going to see rate hikes this year because Powell is going to be out, and Trump
He
is
wants
going
rate
to
hikes, though.
right. Trump is going to put someone in that's going to lower rates.
Kevin
Hopefully,
Walsh.
Hopefully, though, we like. I hate to be this guy, but like we see
No, we
how
wanna be
stuff
that
has
guy.
gone with Trump. Like, I don't know. Oil is currently trading around $89.30 per barrel. Gold and silver declined this week, selling off by 10.3 and 15% respectively. I'm gonna sneeze.
You sneeze. Achoo! Did I help it?
No, made it worse. Hey, that's crazy though. Silver's down 15%.
Yeah, we were looking at the other day. You still got a sneeze, Trent?
I do, yeah.
Did I mess you up?
Looking to the week ahead, market participants will presumably be monitoring commentary around oil prices and flash manufacturing and services purchasing manager indexes, PMI. Updates from the US, UK, and Germany. President Trump also announced a 5-day postponement on further strikes on Iran, which could buoy risk assets. Buoy meaning that it could like cause them to float up a little bit, which I believe we were seeing today. As Bitcoin broke back above 70K, but we'll see what happens after 5 days is up, I guess. Fear and greed index. What did I say here? Like we went up to neutral. Okay, last week when we looked at this, fear and greed came to neutral. It was in the high 40s or something. It was neutral, and I said we have two courses of action from here. We keep pumping, and we see this go into the greed, and we don't get a correction until we're deep into the greed and Bitcoin pumps to 90 something K, or we're rejecting off of neutral and we're going to grind all the way back down under 10 into the single digits on fear and greed index. And, now that we didn't pump, I think that that's where we're going. I think that we're headed for a grind back down to single digits on the fear and greed index, which obviously means Bitcoin's going to make new lows. Most crypto sectors saw declines this week as risk-off sentiment prevailed across TradFi and crypto. And as crypto declines from the October 2025 highs, so has trading volume. Altcoin volume has dropped 80%. Wow. Where's Pepe at?
Dead.
Altcoin volume has dropped 80% from around $40 billion to $7.7 billion throughout the last 4 months due to tighter monetary policy conditions and persistent global macro uncertainty. Liquidations topped $400 million on Sunday, March 22nd, as weakness persisted across crypto. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index is currently in the fear territory at 32. There you go, market sector performances. The only thing in the green was utilities and services. Bitcoin opened the week at 72.8 and declined to a low of 67.3 on Sunday, March 22nd, on continued macroeconomic and geopolitical uncertainty, particularly around the Iran war and subsequent inflationary impact of high oil prices. Bitcoin is now trading around $70,600 as crypto sees strength on the postponement of drone strikes on Iranian power plants for 5 days. Guys, this is another one of those things that is bullish in a very bearish kind of way. Like, we get a 5-day pause on Iran strikes, and Bitcoin inches back over $70,000. Well, guys, do we really think that we're going to see the end of the conflict this week? I don't. So what happens when this week comes and goes? Well, we go back down. We go deeper into the fear on fear and greed. Bitcoin investment products saw inflows of $219 million. The recent divergence between Bitcoin and gold, despite Bitcoin being called digital gold, reflects a split in demand and price drivers. Analysts say central bank policies and current currency debasement have driven gold's rallies. Gold has also benefited from recent geopolitical tensions, while Bitcoin has served as a 24/7 alternative during financial disruptions or when market shocks occur outside of TradFi trading hours. Strategy bought over 1,000 Bitcoin, 77 million worth, bringing its total holdings to 762,099 Bitcoin at an average purchase price of $75,694 per Bitcoin. So I have to move his average price down on my chart a little bit.
More like up now, right?
No. A little bit lower. Yeah.
Because his average, he bought it 75,000, right?
Yeah. Well, the last time I read this, I marked it on my chart, and it was at 77. I'm flipping over there right now. It was last week. His average entry price was $76,660.
Last week?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it over here in CoinGlass, and CoinGlass said last week he bought it at 70,000. He bought 22,000 coins. That's average price.
Right. At an average price of 70,000.
Yeah.
Well, if I'll pull the email up in another tab so I don't show it. But and then let me see here. I'll go to last week's Caleb Brown letter and scroll down to.
It's interesting because then you gotta wonder CoinGlass has been known to have some weird liquidation levels. If they don't even have the right average price cost, I mean, it's just fact checking somebody, maybe they just threw it into Grok and I had Grok like, hey, Grok, tell me the average price of. Well, I'm going to ask Grok.
Right.
Grok.
Let's see here. Let me Command F this. Command F. Sailor.
I almost said the B word. Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Another thing I think why people didn't want to buy Bitcoin early on, Trent, is because I think a lot of people were nervous about buying Bitcoin because they're like, it's just like Bitcoin. It's a con. It's a Bitcoin. It's in the name. Yeah. Okay, so
last week it has his average entry price at $75,696.
Yeah,
so
that's what Grok says, right?
So I just marked that a little bit. Well, last week. I don't know if they're getting that from Grok or not, but I just got it wrong on my chart is what I did. So either way, I need to move it down.
Yeah, because Grok's matching CoinGlass right now at 75.694 to the dollar.
Yeah.
Which I always wondered that because I'm like, do they really have all his wallets? Just out of curiosity.
Well, right. But what they have is his corporate disclosures.
Yeah.
Like, because he has to disclose what MicroStrategy is buying in.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone knows his true personal. Yeah.
I think he's a whale in personal.
He's not bigger than Strategy. There's no way. I mean,
of course. But do you think he has 5-figure Bitcoin?
Personally? Oh yeah. I mean, personally, I think he has a lot. Yeah.
Trent,
for sure.
Watch this. 3.
He probably takes his retirement or pension in Bitcoin or whatever from the company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Ethereum opened the week at 2178 and declined to a low of 2025 on Sunday, March 23rd. On persisting global macro uncertainty, Ethereum is now trading around 2150 as ETH made a 5% macro-driven gain to start the new week, still down 9.4% on 7 days. Ethereum-focused funds saw outflows of $27.5 million. Ethereum dominance is at 10.7%. Ethereum's network activity surged this week, with active addresses jumping about 121% from roughly 381,000 to over 840,000. The spike signals renewed user engagement across DeFi and NFTs, coinciding with the rally toward $2,400 earlier this week. Bitmine bought 65,341 Ethereum, bringing the company's total holdings to almost 4.7 million ETH, worth about $11 billion. Altcoins. Athena down 21%, Hyperliquid down 7.8%, XRP down 7%. In terms of crypto ETF news, BlackRock's iShares staked Ethereum Trust reached $254 million of assets under management in its first week of trading. The fund stakes 70 to 95% of its ETH. Good for them. They're the only ones able to stake.
Hey.
The common person isn't able to stake their ETH because they don't have liquid staking like Cardano does. But I digress. Morgan Stanley has updated its spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund.
Is that negative enough?
I don't know.
Inside joke.
I think we got to get more negative. Dude, from honestly though, from what I heard, like we really got to like shit on something every day, you know. Anyways,
well, we have to have something to poll, guys. What should we shit on the next day? Shit on Siren. You know, I was just reading some of the stuff on X on Siren. They said there was a alert that was put out 5 hours ago on Siren, and somebody went and look at this cluster of wallets, Trent. Look at this cluster of wallets right here. Look at that. One wallet from here. Bought it all, and I think that's why it was sold. That's why it's crashed so hard.
Why does that dude chick have such big muscles?
Because she's a meme. She's a meme chick. But yeah, dude, that's it's nuts, Trent. Okay, I'm putting you back on.
Oh, hey, blessings, John 316. Hey, your username is changed.
And it changed, but it's interesting. I pointed out yesterday he has a dot now because it used to be John 316. He got banned from YouTube for having just the regular dot for John 316.
J dot on 316.
Yeah. J on 316.
You should just write it in Greek, Ioannes, but that would defeat the point of anyone understanding it and hopefully reading John 3:16 when they read his name, and knowing that God sent his son to die because he loves you. So, yeah, there we go. That'll wrap up the wrap up for me.
Here's my wrap up over here, Trent. Check it out, guys. Look at silver. If you haven't already, here it is. You know, silver 2 days ago. This is APMEX. I bought in a lot of hundreds of ounces of silver off here. I totally think they're reliable. I also bought a lot of silver off Pinehurst silver and one other place too out in South Dakota. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, look at that. You can buy silver right now, graded or forever from like an actual exchange for $73.85, and spot price right now in silver is $67.44. So currently $6 up from spot, which actually it's not that bad if you want to get the cheap stuff, the cheap. I think I saw 83 last week. Oh, what did I just do? Oops, I did that. That was me. Trent kicked me off the screen on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was an overreaction, Trent. I did not need that. That was not deserved. So we're back over on CoinGlass, and we talked about Michael Saylor, so we could skip that. We'll just take a quick peek into some of these coins and then look at charts. Bitcoin today, 23, $6.4 million. Fidelity bought some, Grayscale sold some, and so did Arkham. Fidelity and Grayscale like to battle who can hold or sell more at once. Ethereum had a negative outflow from Fidelity at $1.6 million, crushing Ethereum's volume. Solana, nobody sold any Solana, and XRP, Canary bought some XRP. Look at that. Trent, you know I was kind of confused about? So if you come down here on total, right, you look at all the volume that CoinGlass is recording right now, it shows $1.12 billion in volume purchasing XRP, right? Total dollars, USD. Would you agree with this?
Yeah.
So now I was like, okay, so we got 1.2 billion. And I was like, how much does Solana have, right? So I was over at Solana and I'm like, it only has 16 million positive. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. Does that make sense to you?
Versus Bitcoin, yeah.
No, that was XRP.
Oh, even versus XRP, I think that makes sense to me.
You think only $16 million of people of ETFs are holding Solana?
Yes. Here's the reason why.
It's crazy because then, like, okay, Ethereum's 11B. So, you know, XRP is 1/10 of Ethereum on ETFs.
Yeah.
So what's your reasonings?
Well, my reasoning is that
Solana is a meme coin.
yeah, well, no, honestly, like, because XRP has way more institutional interest and way more TradFi interest than Solana, and those are all the same people in the same organizations that are going to be likely to buy an ETF. Here's an example. A guy that I know from my wife's job. They're teachers. They work at a school. He's kind of like a TradFi guy, like a stock trading guy, but he tries to keep up on Bitcoin and XRP. Right?
Oh, interesting.
And, yeah, you know, and like he'll do some trading, but he only trades stocks. But the constant thing, like if he talks about crypto, it's always, do you think XRP is going to explode? That's always what he's saying, you know, and like that's just a little guy, you know, but my point is, like, XRP has way more interest from that segment of the investing population than Solana does. Solana attracts crypto degens. Solana attracts meme coin traders. And look, I'm not saying that Solana got to, like, you know, over $100 billion market cap just based on meme coin traders. Like, no, it got there on VCs. I get it, but it got there through VCs capitalizing on all of the degen trading and all of the degen buying, you know, like it got there through VCs like trying to eat up the little guys. So the VCs are in Solana, don't get me wrong, but they're in Solana as slush funds. They're in Solana as bad actors. They're not in, like, the VCs are not in Solana to see it be a TradFi merging investment product for the future. Like, they're just not in it for that. VCs are in Solana to slosh fund it.
Why would you, if you were to buy Solana and not ADA right now, if you had $100 and you were like, I want to buy 1.25 Solana instead of 400 ADA, why would you buy Solana?
Your voice is like sounds robotic.
You know, that's real negative thing to say, Trent. How's that? Is that any better?
No. It's like staticky. It just happened.
Just now?
So my point. Oh wait, talk again.
Just now?
Yeah.
It's still doing it?
Yeah.
I'll go see if it's one of my wires in the back. But
my point is, though, I didn't even hear your question because I was listening to that.
Why would somebody buy Solana? Like, if somebody, as in you, if you were to buy it tomorrow, what would be like, I should get some of this?
If I were to buy it tomorrow, if I were to buy it tomorrow, it would be because it has such an epic crash that, like, I want to.
So you solely treat it as a meme?
Yeah. And look, it's more than a meme. I get it. But the only reason it's more than a meme is because it's the hub of memes. The only reason it's more than a meme is because the VCs are there to eat up all of the little guys, to eat up all of the degens. The VCs are in Solana to chew them up and spit them out.
Is my mic any better, Trent?
No.
Why don't you do some charts and I'm going to go.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Share this tab instead. And bam. So, CC Dingle says it's more than a meme because it has utility. Okay, this is true. I was being a dick right now. I get it. But it does have utility. It does. But does it have any more utility than Ethereum? Okay, and now you're going to say, yes, because it's faster. Okay, fair. But does it have any more utility than Avalanche? Now I think the answer to that is no, actually. Like, even just the way Avalanche is set up as a DAG, a decrypted asymmetric graph, or whatever it stands for. Even just the way that Avalanche is set up, splits transactions onto 3 different parts of the chain, and it's arguably more efficient than Solana, right? I don't know about the pure, like, seconds to finality speed, but guys, that's not the most important thing in the world anyways. It's just branded that way. That at the end of the day, that is better. Yeah. At the end of the day, if Avalanche can process more transactions without downtime, then it is truly faster. It is reliably faster. But does it have more utility than Avalanche? I think not. Does it have more utility than HBAR or Algorand? I think not. Does it have more utility than SWE? I'm not a fan of SWE. I don't like it. But I still think the answer is no. SWE has more utility. And then
More utility than Solana?
Yeah.
What does SWE provide right now?
Well, it provides
Putting you on the spot. So
yeah,
okay.
it provides one of the first ever DeFi
Llama.
No, what were they?
I mean, I hold SWE, but I'm just kind of bullish on it. I actually don't know anything.
SWE had
man. I mean, there are chains on it, but I'm like, it's kind of like a leader in its space, like kind of like Solana, like so is Cardano, you know.
SWE had perps on a DEX. You know, granted, I don't know if Solana does or not, but I've never heard of it. If it does, you know, also, I have a script on SWE that I'd have to pull up, but there's a lot of things related to like DEX liquidity and stuff that SWE is definitely doing things that Solana isn't. But you know, and then ultimately, does Solana have more utility than Cardano? And I think the answer to that is a resounding no. But and look, here's just the nail in the coffin for that comparison. Cardano can host native Bitcoin DeFi. And yes, I understand that did not lead to an epic price pump last year. I get it. But it does signal a very bright future for Cardano. Being the only chain that can host true native Bitcoin DeFi. Guys, like that's, you have $1 trillion asset. You have the fifth, not fifth anymore after the dump, but you know, you have like the 8th most valuable asset in the world.
Is ADA
in Bitcoin? No, in Bitcoin. That now has the potential to be exposed to Cardano DeFi. Like, it's no comparison. It's no comparison. And then you add on top of that, Midnight being the only blockchain solution that exists for corporate payrolls. The only blockchain solution that exists for enterprise DeFi. There's no comparison. And actually, if you want to take over the chart for a second, I'm going to go hunt down some .com bubble examples and show you guys exactly where Cardano is in its longer term journey. So let me see here.
Have you ever heard of this coin before? Because I've never heard of it, but I'm going to look at it. This coin right here, it's in the top 10 now. It's called White Bitcoin.
No.
And I was like, wait, what the heck is this? I looked at it up a year ago. It existed a year ago. And it has $11 billion market cap. But I'm like, what is this? I hold SWE no ADA. Yeah, me too. What is this? They just sneak into the top 10. I feel like I would have seen this at one point in time. It has history. Why? What is this? $11 billion market cap. It's been out for a year. What's its volume? It has 123 million in volume. I mean, it's tiny. I mean, Cardano has 650 million. Hey, Trent, have you looked it up to see Cardano's volume actually increased after midnight launch? Just out of curiosity. Hope it stayed steady.
I haven't looked at that, but I I would assume that it did not have a profound effect.
Why is that?
Well, because midnight is still like very much rolling out in a lot of ways, and so it's not like it's not like 50 Fortune 500 companies are like, you know, running their business on midnight right now. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't expect it to like pump Cardano's volume in the middle of a Bitcoin bear market.
White Bitcoin coin. I'm trying to figure out what the heck this is. White Bit. What is this? Whole WBT official cryptocurrency exchange partner of Juventius. Set the level of support you 24/7. What the heck is Juventius? Welcome to Katana, the futures market. Cat Perp. Explore the new pair currently available for futures traded only. Cat Perp. What is this? Is this another exchange? They don't have a whole lot. You know, for somebody who has 340,000 followers, I would expect more than 30 hearts and 800 impressions. Every transaction has a chance to win how many numbers they want. I got White Bit and Nova. This seems unfamiliar to me. For being somebody like brand new to this whole thing, this does not smell right. White chain.
Dude, the question I just asked Grok is a monster of a question, and it's
Super Grok.
It's Super Grok. It's taking 2 minutes. Right now, it's been researching for 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah, this looks scammy. If it has a,
which is like hours and hours of human research, by the way.
Well, you know, when you pull something up on CoinMarketCap and they have a little verified symbol on there, it makes it a little more nervousing. History in crypto doesn't repeat exactly, but it rhymes all right. BTC national structure we've seen before. What is this, Trent? Wow, look at those massive unlocks. Holy smokes.
Okay. You guys gotta look at this. Here's an impromptu Cardano spotlight.
Bro, there you go. You gotta pull me off.
So I just asked Grok, can you compare Cardano's recent price action to a tech stock that suffered during the dot-com bubble but later became wildly successful? Because this is what I've been saying for weeks about Cardano, right? Like, it's in its dot-com bubble. And not just Cardano, but a lot of altcoins that did not make new highs last year. We're in the altcoin version of the dot-com bubble. So the best match for Cardano's ADA, recent price action, is Amazon, the poster child of a tech stock that got crushed in the dot-com bubble, but later became wildly successful. Both followed a similar arc: explosive hype-driven run, followed by a devastating 90% crash and multi-year grind at lows, while quietly building the world-class infrastructure. Potential massive long-term payoff for patient holders. This analogy is already popular in Cardano circles, with analysts and YouTubers explicitly calling the current ADA setup the Amazon in 2001, 2002. Honest to God, I have not heard another person say this. And so I'm not just saying it because I've heard someone else say it. Like, it's possible maybe I heard someone say it and forgot and it's in my subconscious. But, I really have been thinking this is my own thought. All-time high, $3.10, September 2021. Post-2021 crash, 92% to 24-cent lows in the 2022 crypto winter. Early 2025 recovery, strong rally to $1.25, $1.32, blah, blah. Okay. recent vibe, volatile downtrend, and underperformance versus the broader market, but with heavy whale accumulation. Major upgrades, Midnight Privacy sidechain launching soon. Van Rossum hard fork protocol version 11, Laos Hydra scaling, Voltaire governance, CME futures, institutional interest, and even buyback/funding hints from Charles Hoskinson. It's the latest post-bull market hangover while the real work happens phase. Okay, so you see the chart right there. Okay, so how about Amazon? Well, bubble peak, early 2000s, $113 was the high. And it had a 95% crash to $6. The grind period languished for 7 to 10 years, reclaiming highs only around 2007 to 2010 with a GFC dip. I don't know what that means, but many called it dead money. What happened next? Focused obsessively on execution, e-commerce dominance plus logistics while building AWS in the background. The stock eventually exploded into the multi-trillion-dollar behemoth we know today, turning even 2001 buyers into millionaires many times over. Key parallels in price action and story. Same crash magnitude, both 90 to 95%. Same timeline shape, multi-year winter at depressed prices even after the initial hype cycle ends. Same building quietly dynamic. Amazon used the dot-com bust years to perfect its model and invent AWS. Cardano is using the crypto winter to ship peer-reviewed research, smart contracts, scaling solutions, real-world adoption, governance, privacy, enterprise, and institutional rails, while critics call it slow. Survivor bias. Most dot-com stocks and most 2021 altcoins died. The handful that executed, Amazon, eBay, etc., won massively. Cardano is positioned as one of the potential survivors. Guys, this is perhaps the most important point. If in fact a lot of altcoins are dying, just like a lot of dot-com bubble tech stocks died, do you really think that Cardano is going to be one of the ones that actually dies? Okay, it might not do anything right now in terms of price. It might not explode with hype right now. But do you actually think Cardano is going to die?
Yes. I very much think Cardano is going to die. It's going to be terrible. I think Midnight's going to fail.
Do you actually think Cardano is going to die before Sui dies? Do you actually think Cardano is going to die before Pepe dies? Do you actually think Cardano is going to die before you name it? Like, let's be honest.
I think it's going to die before Doge.
Even if you're unimpressed with its performance or whatever, you probably feel kind of weird about saying that it's actually going to die, right? And so if it's one of the ones that, if it's one of the cream of the crop that does not die, then it's going to go on to do very, very well.
What do you think its market cap will be in 10 years? I already know the answer to this question.
$500 billion? At least?
One.
At least?
$1.
You know, crypto cycles can be faster, blah, blah. ADA has, okay. Bottom line, if you're a long-term believer in Cardano's fundamentals over hype philosophy, its recent price action looks like early Amazon's post-bubble suffering phase, the exact period when the biggest winners were being accumulated at bargain prices. Amazon didn't feel like a winner for almost a decade. Then it changed everything. Yeah, I have nothing more to say.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
Biggest gainers and losers. So, Chad, I was looking at this white. You ever heard this coin before?
No.
White Bitcoin. Okay. So I looked into it more, and down here it says on CoinMarketCap, which is now self-reporting, right? So I'm like, I don't know. So WT is a native coin of the largest cryptocurrency exchange in Europe. Whitebiz, the platform was established in 2018, so it's been around since 2018, they're claiming, and has already become one of the largest leading crypto exchanges with 4 million users worldwide. And I was like, well, there's only 1K holders, so how does that make any sense? And it's like, maybe it's self-reported, right? Whitebit's goal is to contribute to mass adoption, popularize blockchain technology, and implementing the most effective trading, staking, leverage margin up to 1,000x for perpetual Bitcoin futures trading. Okay, so we're gonna go on to there, and then I went into. Don't laugh at me, but you can laugh. Grok, and I was like, Grok, is this a scam? Because I want to know more about this. I've never heard of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Grok said, Whitebit as a platform is generally considered legitimate and secure by most independent reviews. Holds a EU license in Estonia and Lithuania. Operates under regulatory framework, strong security track records of 96% uses funds in cold storage. Mandatory. Well, that's interesting. Only 96% of funds in cold storage. A mandatory 2FA anti-phishing codes, regulatory audits by firms like Hacken, which I don't know which I've never heard of Hacken. This is my first time. Which awarded them a security award of high ratings, AAA at Sur.live, often top 3-5 safest exchange. Partners with reputable entities like Fireblocks, sports teams, at Juventus, and no major hacks resulted in users' funds losses since launch. They actively fight scams by freezing suspicious funds of 150 million, recovered and protected into a 2024 report. Well, guys, that's what exchanges do. Okay, they're decentralized. Not your keys, not your crypto. Like many large exchanges, Whitebit has mixed user feedback. Withdrawal delays or blocks often tied to KYC or AML checks, especially for larger amounts or flagged activity. Some users, well, they're just trying to keep everybody safe, it looks like to me. Older FUD 2019-2021 about license or Russia ties has largely been addressed and debunked in more recent analysis. And I was like, okay, well, when I came over here, Trent, I mean, I don't know how this is much as affected, but they technically are a top 10. If they are legit, an $11 billion market cap kind of coming out of nowhere. It's pretty interesting. They're only on MEXC currently and Kraken because they're not US based. And I thought that was very interesting. Yeah. So I don't know, Trent. It got my attention, to say the least.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. You know, this is crypto. New things pop up all the time, but maybe somebody's making another SpaceX over there at Europe. News to me, so I'm just sharing some information which I just found out with you guys on that. Yeah. And we'll kind of see how that goes.
Well,
Trent.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I sent you a message. And then biggest gainers and losers. Look at that guy, Siren down 60%. Who did you guys trade it with me? I hope you did, because dang, dog. We closed that trade up just shy of 300%. I actually just posted it in the Discord. I think I posted the Discord. Let me see if it's in the Discord. Guys, if you haven't already, we're in the Discord. The Discord's in the sideways screen right now. Do you like the sideways screen or do you like it full screen, guys? Check it out, guys. Sideways 5x short. My entry price was $2.24. Got in at sold at 93 cents. Let's freaking go, bro. Yeah, fire. We were hunting that trade down for the last couple of weeks, guys. But when you make 3x your money, it's okay. We live with those. No, join Bitfire over there too, guys.
Yeah,
Bitfire, there's a link there. So we also got River down 18%. We have Pippin down another 10%. Oh, my poor Pippin, man. The only thing I like to do is short it or long it, but it's down so much. Will Liberty Finance up top gainers at 7%. Filecoin up 7%. Guys, you know what that means? Short it. Oh, we got Knight. Short it. Up 7%. We know that it can't sustain that. It has no volume. Trent even admitted it today on the show. Zebek, John, look at that. It's just for you. 7.77%. Got the Lord's number. It's up 7.77% right now. That's a sign to buy more if I've never seen one, right? Not financial advice. Just the Lord's advice. We have Layer Zero coming in at 10%. Aptos coming in at 10%. Arweave, haven't heard of that sleeper in a while. Coming in at 10%. Maybe we should short Arweave, guys. Fed coming in at 12%. Wow, there's a lot of bangers over here. We also have DZ calling in for bar. DZ, you still here? Or did you fall asleep eating that much steak and going to ketosis? I don't know. Trent, are you? Oh, wait. Dang it, Trent.
What?
You didn't tell me to put myself back on the screen.
Oh, because I was sorry, I was looking at my chart.
No, it's okay. Are you able to pull up Bard for DZ? I'm gonna write some of these down so we can cover them. How much time we have? We gotta blow through them. So
yeah, I think that with showing 6 viewers, I think that we ought to just I'll cover Bitcoin and Bard real quick, and then I think we just gotta speed through and wrap it up.
All right, we can do that. Oh, dude, Lynn's down another 25% too. Oh, that would have been a good short too, man. Banger.
So here is here's Bitcoin real quick, guys. So Bitcoin Bitcoin right now.
I see Dingle. He says screen. Thanks, Dingle.
Now I know, guys, that I caught a lot of slack recently.
Why?
Because a couple of you guys were like, "You and that damn trend catcher," because I refused to turn bullish last week and say that we were pumping into the 80s. Like, it may still happen, okay, but like, I mean, what I had said is, unless the trend catcher turns green, I'm not going to flip bullish. And the thing is, I was calling for a rejection off of which I have to move down a little bit. And actually, when I move it down, look, right on the money. I was calling for a rejection off of Sailor's average entry price. Because
what did you say his average entry price was, though?
$75,600.
Oh, okay.
Because if we use that as a kind of tipping point of the market, so to speak, we crashed through it in this flagpole. And then you can kind of say that all we're doing now is just retesting it before we dump lower, right? So yeah, I was calling for a rejection off of Sailor's average entry price. And since then, we had this strong sell signal come in with take profit number one at $60,900. So I don't know, guys. Like, now granted, there's still some like uncertainty here because of what Trump said today about Iran, and what we're seeing here is a potential bullish divergence, right? A swing down on the stochastics with a swing up on price. That's a bull div. Okay, and
bull div.
The thing about that is, I mean, it can pump us back up a little bit, but the question is, do we pump up to a lower high? That's the real question at hand. And I know, just for someone out there who's going to remember that I said this, I do know that I said if we if we dump and the stochastics go below the dotted line and we bounce above $65,000, then I might turn bullish. And right now we're bouncing above $65,000. So I know someone's going to remember that I said that. However, there's a couple important things. Number one, the Stokes actually did not get below the dotted line. So based on what I said, I do not have to turn bullish, right? And also, I know that I said that, but I would have to give a caveat to it. And I would have to say that we would need to bounce above $65,000 and we would need to make a higher high, right? Like, and I hate to add something to something I said because I don't want to be I don't want to do like a red herring fallacy. That's where you like divert your argument to something else, right? Like, I don't want to do that, but I do think that it's just genuinely something I should have said the first time, right? I don't think it's enough just to bounce above $65,000. I think that bounce has to create a higher high, right? So, and I hate to keep adding to it, but I'm just trying my best here. Like, and it would have to create a higher high without creating a bearish divergence, right? So like, there's a lot that's involved with that, and so it's a lot simpler for me to just say something that a few of you guys hate, which is the trend catcher has to turn green if I'm going to get bullish. And so far it's failed to do so. So the simpler thing for me to say is I'm not going to turn bullish without a green trend catcher. And, right now that sentiment is working out for me because we fizzled out that last run at just a slightly higher high, and now we have a strong sell signal, and the trend catcher's still red. So that's Bitcoin for me. Coming over to Bard real quick. Oh, man, that's ugly. Why does DZ always want us to?
He wants to buy it and have it just go straight up.
Yeah.
We were talking about Bard last week. I said, dude, if it comes any lower and hits a new lower low, it's at an all-time like low. Besides like a few scam wicks.
Yeah, and that's what it's doing right now. Yeah.
I mean, it's like really like how low can it go? It's in random Sun's territory. I mean, it could do anything right now. You know,
right?
Keep going down.
I mean, you definitely can't just like short it because look, it's a 66% pump away from like just retesting the break of a trend line.
Banana Republic says, my ADA is my night. Yo.
Hey, there you go, Banana.
My ADA is my XRP, Banana. Calvin, what's up, Calvin? It's
what's
all
up,
good.
Calvin?
In another 7 years, none of us will remember what you said today. Stay blessed, my man. That's not true, Calvin. I have a recorder set for every single night Trent says something. Just so I'm gonna make a reel about it.
At Banana Republic, this is exactly the thing, man. This is my thing too. Like, I really, really, really believe in midnight. Yeah, that you're right, Calvin. You're right, Calvin. BitBoy benefited from that quite a bit. You know, it's recency bias. You know, people are gonna forget last week by tomorrow. But anyways, yeah, we had the break of a trend line on Bard. You know, sell signal, trend line break, red trend catcher. And the problem with shorting is that you're shorting after a 62% dump, and your 66% pump or 62% pump away from just retesting that trend line, which is not a crazy thing to do. You know, you can bam, retest that lower high, and then come down and hit this TP. So I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do with this thing. So there you go.
Hey Trent.
Yeah.
What coin is this?
Dot.
Oh, thanks, Trent. I'm just gonna pretend that you didn't know what this is.
Okay. I appreciate you too, Calvin.
Now look at it now, Trent. Oh, you can't. I can't. I was trying to hide it.
Yeah, well, it's in the background of the chart. That's why.
Oh, it is. Huh? I can't see with my glasses. Trent.
Yeah.
Does this look like a healthy coin?
Looks like shit.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. How do you know what shit looks like?
Well, I have 2 dogs.
Yeah. Do they have polka dots on them?
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, they got things in common, man. This is a dog coin. Where's DCM? DCM, I haven't seen you in a minute, DCA. We're crapping on your dog. We need you to come defend it.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, you know what, guys? We can probably wrap it up. I mean, I think I've really enjoyed our time. I would tell you to get into a trade right now. I was scouting out, man. I was like looking over here in biggest gainers and losers. I was over here on the charts, just checking out, you know, what's significantly up, what's significantly down, why is things green? Like, you know, it's FED. I was like, is FED worthy of a short if it's breaking up right now? And I didn't feel comfortable telling you guys to get into a trade right now. The volume's ticking up. What could be a higher high, low. We could be double top, you know, slightly lower high. It's hard to say right now because the 12-hour has a green dot, and I don't feel comfortable shorting a green dot. That's just not my style. So, and it's also bouncing off the 200 moving average on the 12 hours. So that's also one of those things I'm like, I don't know if that's a wise decision. So I really try to go in here to find you guys a gem. I'll probably have to try again tomorrow. Let's just take a look at this. I hit 12-hour, bounce. Hey, yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I just can't seem to get like one that looks super nice, man. I just, you know, like this. Even if you got in this and you got short, if you come down and it only comes down like a little bit, that's not a trade that we want. We wanted to get you guys into a nice one that's kind of gradually coming down. We got the money flow in our flavor, and I can't seem to find one that matches my charting style. What I would like to get in. You know what turned out to be a really good one, Trent, for us is, have you been? Were you here when we looked at wax at all?
Yeah.
Any days? So we got into wax on a short right here, and we shared it down in the Discord too, and we shorted that sucker all the way down to right about here, and we closed it. So actually, you know what? I take it back. I lied. We closed it right here because we had this giant wick up on like the 1 hour time frame, and I was like, that might be the time to get out. So we closed it. We took our money, we got out. We closed that at. We were at 67%. We closed at 50% up, and then we were like, nope. And look at that beautiful run up. And then if you were watching it, look at this beautiful red dot right there. Boom, market cipher. Boom, red dot confirmation. 1 hour. We're done. Now I can say we could get in this. We could get into a short. But how much lower are we going to go? We might come down just to 7. Is that real? Is that worth to you? It's not. I feel like I already missed most of this wave. I would have tried to get in earlier up over here.
You'd have to stay in front of your computer.
Yeah, and like
or set an alert. I mean, yeah.
The 4 hour we have a short, but we are following the the 21 could come back down. Like I said, like, is that worth it to you? You know, I don't know if we're gonna make a lower low. I don't. You know, we didn't make a higher high, but we saw some sort of consolidation. We have a red dot. I'm just 12 hour. That's it's not giving me that vibe. You know, I like to see it. It did reject out the 200. You know, but like, how low are we gonna go? Like, if we're gonna come back down to like, you know, 6 cents, okay, well, you know, that's a pretty good trade for me. I'll be interested in that. I don't see it, guys. And first thing I do is join the Discord, because I will post the next coin I will get into on there. Also today, guys, excuse me, I did close a trade out in the loss, man. I was in, can't remember what I was in. I was in something, and I closed it at a 10% loss. But hey, I had one today. It was 300%. You know, and the reason why I got out of that trade is because it started showing signs that my trade was not going to go through. And so I had my limit orders. You know, you get your setups. I'm like, I'm gonna cut it off right there. Boom, cut it off before it gets too bad. You know, if it gets me uncomfortable, I'll cut it off and we'll go find another one. So that's how it be, man. You can't win every single trade. Facts.
Yeah, dude, that banger made up for all that and then some, and then a lot more. You know,
and a lot more, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, on that note, me and Shent appreciate every single one of you guys for coming on in. If you haven't already, smash that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you for coming on in, Mr. Calvin. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Banana Republic, you do the same. And Mr. Dingle, I got to get you a voice mic so you can scream at me so you can hear me. Or I can hear you. DZ, what's up, DZ? I hope you stayed for your bar. I told you those tacos were going to make you go. Oh, that was Trent. I'm shocked you're still here. DZ's steak put him out. He put him in ketosis, man. And yeah, you know, it's just a short night. Good for you, T. You're right. Can't win every trade. You know it, Calvin. You know it, man. Yeah, guys. I guess on that note, stay blessed. We'll be back tomorrow.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Stay blessed. Stay hydrated. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. Pacific Standard. Yeah, you're right. I got you. I was gonna say the daylight savings got me, but the other thing got me. You know. So, all right, guys. Peace.
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers.